HS2 boss issues a stark warning for 2025. I'm going to read into this more from the Independent, you guys. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here with an article from the Independent with the headline that HS2 boss issues a stark warning for 2025 and more than 31,000 people are employed on the program. Guys, while you're here, make sure you hit the like button and share it across social media so others are notified of this video. So what's this video in particular, what's this story in particular about, Regan? So this is about the warning about, you know, that there is still a project, there is still a part of HS2 that still needs to be completed. And a new HS2 boss was installed back in December. And obviously, understandably so, there are concerns around it. We know that a huge amount of taxpayer money was wasted. We know the project has been dumbed down. And we know we're not getting HS2, but a shoddy version of it, shall we say, now. And there are concerns that he is raising about this, and rightly so. I always went back. My premise has always been on the case of is that they should have continued to plow through it. Yes, I know a lot of taxpayer money was wasted. I know a lot of money disappeared, and still to this day, some of it we don't know what happened to it. And my hope is that Labour does chase this up and finds out what happened to a lot of the money as well. This was a project that everyone kept saying we need this project, we need this project. And I agree, we needed this project, but my position was always the case of it should have started from the north, never from London. But they started it from London, and it proved to be an absolute disaster. What was happening was private companies were basically taking advantage of this. For me, private companies were taking advantage of this, and inflation, Brexit played a part in all of this as well, made costs go up as well. Why Brexit, Regan? Well, because a lot of materials and a lot of workers that were required for this project as well were coming from the EU as well. And then you add inflation on top of that, which inflated the costs of everything as well. So that made things even worse. So this is the project that, you know, in the end, I really, you know, I wish it didn't go ahead as much as I wanted it to go ahead, and because of basically the hindsight of it. I think maybe if it had started from the north, perhaps maybe things might have been different. Perhaps costs would not have been as bad. But this has been absolute devastating. One of many programs that the Conservatives started under, and it became a huge waste of taxpayer money. Taxpayer money that's been sadly wasted. This has been a great deal of injustice, and especially when something like this, which is really fundamentally needed, when I've always said that we need infrastructure. We want to get more people off cars. We want to get more people traveling by public transport, being able to get from A to B from one side of the UK to another. You know, we want people to be able to do that, and we don't want people spending all their lives driving in their cars. I mean, and that reducing the amount of people in cars is supposed to be helping our drive towards reducing emissions as well. So it made all the more sense, but it's not turned out the way we wanted it to be, I'm afraid, guys. So HS2 is in a very serious situation and needs a fundamental reset. The new boss of the company building the high-speed railway has warned. So Mark Wilde, Chief Executive of HS2 Ltd, said he is committed to ensuring the railways open safely and efficiently. This month, HS2 Ltd estimated the cost of building the railway would be between 54 and 66 billion in 2019 prices, between 67 and 83 billion in current prices. But appearing before the Commons Public Accounts Committee, the Department of Transport's top civil servant, Dame Bernadette Kelly, said that these figures were not reliable and an agreed estimate was unlikely to be produced until well into 2025. So that basically means these numbers here, guys, it could even be more than that. And we're not even getting the full project, remember. We have to remember that as well. Mr. Wilde, who joined HS2 at the start of December, said in a statement on Monday, new railway provides better journeys and boosts economic growth by fueling investment in communities and business. That I agree. Prize is clear. However, the program is in a very serious situation that requires a fundamental reset to enable it to be delivered to the lowest feasible costs. I am committed to delivering this reset over the coming year to ensure the railway can be brought into service safely and effectively. HS2 Ltd published an update outlining the progress of the building of the 140-mile line between London and the West Midlands. It said 38 of the 55 miles of the twin Bourne tunnels have been excavated, and 58% of engineering works to prepare the ground for the railway cuttings, embankments, stations, and landscaping have been completed. Workers also started on constructing 158 out of 227. What the hell is that word? Viaducts and bridges. More than 31,000 people are employed on the program, which has 350 active construction sites. Mr. Wiles said HS2 represents a significant investment in Britain's future, and in the last month, I've been inspired by hugely impressive feats of civil engineering taking shape right along the route. Construction projects expected to be completed in 2025 include excavation of the 8.4 mile North Holt Tunnel in West London and both bores of the 6.5 Bromford Tunnel, which will carry the line in and out of Birmingham. It's, the cost is just going to be, why is it costing this much, guys? This is the sad thing. I really wish it didn't cost so much. I really, really wish it did not cost so much, but unfortunately, it's just the people in charge, the people who ran the project, the people, there's a lot of decision making that were just done in the interest of making money and not actually were focusing on the project. That's how I kind of feel about this, and I feel like not enough groundwork was led into it as well. I mean, it wasn't that long ago where I had a story about. What was it? £100 million was spent on a bat cage of some sorts to prevent bats, to protect bats, which is like, did it really cost like 100 million to protect bats? For example, so much money was wasted. So much money has been wasted on this project. It's such a sad state of affairs, and I do wonder if Labour will ever chase up any of this. Ever look at. Rather dive right into the books enough and just to say of who was responsible for what, where money went and whatnot. I would like a full review of HS2, if there isn't already one processed, to look at where and why this went so badly wrong, who made the ultimate decisions where money went, because I do think that's really, really important, because we as taxpayers we put the money in for a massive project like this, and they've kerfuffed this up so badly, the Conservatives. We rightly should know what happened in full details as much as possibly can. But what do you guys think? What do you guys make of HS2? What do you make about its progress? What do you guys make of for its future? How do you feel about HS2, given how much money has been spent on it? Let me know your thoughts and more down in the comments section below. If you found this video informative, please hit the like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Share it across social media so others are notified this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing, because it really does help support the channel. If you want to go one step further and financially support me and the work that I do here, you can do so by becoming a YouTube member for as little as 99p, or join me on Rumble or Patreon for exclusive content on those platforms. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.